Hey, welcome to All Things SEO. Today is all about SE Ranking software review, a whole walkthrough of the software so that you could see the potential benefits of this tool, or if you need something else. I'm just going to give you a full walkthrough of how I use it, uh, what are some of the things that you could use it for, and things like that. So let's kind of go into plans and pricing. They have different plans here. You might be a little bit confused, but depending on what you want to do, if you have only one site, then you could just select depending on how much frequency of the ranking updates you want. So if you want a daily ranking updates, or every 3 days, or every week, then you could select either of them, and then you'll see the price difference here. So usually, if you're not a big site, then you could just go with the weekly, and I'll go with the monthly cost. Or if you do an annual, you get 20% off. But if we let's stick with the monthly plan. So for a single website, you could just use this one for 23 and 4 cents, and you'll get how many keywords? 250 keywords, and or you could add a little bit more if you want to use this for if you are a SEO agency. You might be wanting to use this one, and then you have a little bit more, or you could add more keywords here, and starting at $53.40. I have this plan for my usage for checking unlimited websites, and this tool is probably one of the best ones for auditing your website. So I do recommend this just to look at what's going on with your website in comparison with other tools. But um, and but yeah, let's just kind of get into it. I'm going to click on project, and I'm going to use our website, Site Guru, for an example of the main website. You just enter the URL, and then just project name. You could change this one to whichever. I could do Site Guru, change it. Um, and then if you have it daily, then you could check it. I have the weekly update, so I'm going to just do it on Saturday. And then you could add someone else to the account so that you could send them the report, and you could enable or disable weekly ranking report or audit. You could add keywords here as you can also get some suggestions. Make sure you have the right country. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some. And you can also add put these into tags. So if you want to just check the main website, or if you want to kind of categorize each of these keywords so that you're not confused, um, you can. So let me kind of go through this here. These are the main keywords that I want to track. And then anything else, like any articles that you want to track, you can also tag and add keywords later. But this is just the wizard setup. We're going to add those. And then you could see how much keywords you entered. And then select the country. You call for local businesses. You can also add location here. Oh, so competitors. I'm going to add. some of my competitors. You could add up to 5. Or let's see how they suggest. If their tool is good, yeah. You have a lot of these competitors that you could kind of go through to see if they're worth the analyzation. Again, you can only add up to 5, so I've added 5. But here's a good um, tool that recommends different competitors for your site. Um, going. Let me see if I could add. Nope. Since I have logged in a different email, I'm only able to add. I guess I could add more. All right. So what it's going to do now is going to do a full audit of the site. So you're going to see right about now. Oh, it already finished. So here's let me I guess walk through from the top to bottom. Let's see if the rankings are already updated. Yes, they are. So you're going to see the URL of that keyword that's being ranked for, the search volume, and the current ranking. So you see November, and then every Saturday it's going to do an update, and then it's going to create a little graph here. So up and down, things like that. Uh, Traffic forecast, growth, search features, top 1 through 5. So this is like the best keywords that you could track or kind of segment these keywords. And again, here you could add more keywords. So let's go through suggestions here. So now I'm going to focus on content. And I'm going to add content keywords so I could label them. So if you click on this folder, you could see the difference here. So now you could see content keywords and main keywords all organized. You don't see all the different data. So let me kind of see if I have an example for you. Yeah, this creates a better graph here each week. So average positions going a little bit up, so you could kind of see going down, going up, and then you have the top 10 is 11%, 49%, so on. Historical data. The baseline, I guess the initial and then the current ranking. The initial time we added the keywords and the current ranking. Analytics and traffic. Let's see what kind of data they pull. This one takes it's a lot better. So you have the typical Google Analytics combined, but you do have the comparison based on the compared to here. It's a nice little graphic in the country. So similar to Google Analytics, it's a little bit neater. You can see the difference here. Search visibility is different. So this one's combining the rankings. And then you have actual keywords that get traffic without traffic. And here's the one that we do get more traffic here. Here we're gonna dive into some of the traffic sources, audience, pages, and conversion to see if there's any more data in comparison to Google Analytics. It's nice to have all these in one area so that when you do audit, when you do SEO, you actually see the difference here. While that's loading, I could just go through this. That I added my competitors. Just go through the suggest. So this one also gives you each keyword and how they're ranking. We'll wait on that. I guess the data on this one's a little bit slow. Okay, got it. Overview's taking a while, but this is the organic traffic. So this is based on Google Analytics, the different channels. If you do PPC, okay, that's taking a while. Let's go on to audience. Devices, gender, pages, all of them are just Google Analytics, so there's not much of a unique feature here. It's just nicely designed. The user experience, the UX is pretty nice. I do have to say the analytics is more better organized than Google Analytics. So, however, if you're just gonna go based the cost for this just for analytics, I wouldn't say you should get it, but you do see a lot more in comparison to Google Analytics here. Uh, let's kind of get into the competitors since we added the competitors. Here's all the keywords that we are tracking. And then on the SERP competitors, you could see exactly who's ranking number one and so on. Uh, Domain trust, Alexa, and referring domains for that URL. I think this is not accurate. It's referring domains. Uh, I don't think this is for this specific URL, but I think it's for the website in general. But I guess you could timestamp this as well, since we just started, so we're only able to get this much data. But you might be able to backtrack and see how everything worked. Or highlight my competitors so you can see that visibility ranking. See what this does. Okay. Showing you the visibility based on each of these sites. I guess this is all competitors, not just my competitor, which is weird. You can't highlight my competitors only here. No, these are all. So it's not just my competitors, just all of it. Let's look into marketing plan. I think they have a really good list of things that you could do or suggestions. Not all suggestions are meant for you. Some of them are local and like Google Maps and things like that. So if you are local, then you do have kind of quite a bit here. But you could check these off and just kind of go through the list of what you need to do, and then yeah, you have and how to do. Uh, let's see if we could get a good amount of information here, referencing other like Google and whatnot. So that's good. Business listing, they have. So if I'm based on USA or all these, you could also create your get listed here. You could create your own listings on your own. So if you own your own website, you might be able to just do this on your own. Or if you're an SEO agency, you have like a list here. I don't think you could print though, um, but you have I guess they give you about 37 generally. Let's look at the website audit. This is where I'd say they have a good tool. So here gives you important fixes, semi-important fixes, the amount of pages that exist for this website, the amount of past checks. You could download the report, overall score, create your own sitemap if you need to upload it. If you have your own website, which is HTML, and you don't automatically generate a sitemap, then you might be able to upload that. Uh, so the main characteristics: Ireland, archive, Alexa backlinks, indexed. So Bing's not getting information. I don't know why. So here's the breakdown of all the different areas of the SEO. And if you click on it, actually, you could see which one has the issue. So over here, and you could export this so you could better view the URL and so on. Duplicate pages, and then click on that. It'll give you the duplicate pages listed. One page with empty title. So far, I like it. They do have good tutorials on how to fix these. So I guess this one doesn't have it, but this one, when you have resolve or what this is, has a good rundown on what all of that means and how to fix it. So crawl pages, these are all the pages that's been crawled, and then they give you actual list, a breakdown of each aspect of SEO and what you can improve. So URL linked. If your URL is a bit long, then you might want to make it better. Status code, blocked, title, duplicate, description. The best way is to export this on Google Spreadsheet so you could kind of see a bit better. Nice. You could see the number of H2s, color code a bit, external links. If we're missing any external, internal, if we don't have any images, redirect. External links. Crawled images of what alt text you have, and you could identify which image doesn't have it. There you go. Comparison crawl is pretty good because if you are doing a lot of SEO, you want to see what changes have you made or if you see any improvements. So I think this one, we have some improvements here. No, this one does not. Let me check my other site. So crawl comparison. Let me go back to the actual report. You could kind of see the difference here of improving. Then you could also see the difference here as well. But the comparison page shows you the breakdown of what actually happened. So um, this versus that, and you could change. You have to obviously restart the audit, and then it'll capture what that crawl detected in comparison with the previous one. So you could see the different changes that's been made, and I like this feature a lot. so that you could kind of see how you're progressing, how long it's going to take you, and things like that. Pages monitored. I have to add pages here, settings. So you could actually change this to weekly, and then it'll scan your website automatically, which is nice. Go to the Backlink Monitor. So you could add links manually. So if you're doing outlink link building outreach, you could add links, and then you could track all of that, and you could see, you could update report as well, which is nice. You could see the progress level of link building, referring domains, total backlinks, lost, and then the anchor text, where the .coms. So this is pretty good. Social media. Oh, you could auto. I haven't auto posted anything before. So let me see. Okay, so you could add posts here. So it's like Buffer or Hootsuite, and then you could also look into the data. So it's pretty much an all-in-one tool. You could actually post social media posts with this software. Okay, I think this is the whole thing for projects. Now we're going to go into the different tools that they offer. So let's look at competitive research. So this is a quick glance of kind of like SEMrush or Ahref. You could kind of see the organic traffic, the amount of keywords, uh, the organic keywords, competitors. So this is just a glance of what this site is. Let's see how they do with keyword research, how that looks like. Same thing here, like Ahref, SEMrush, difficulty, similar keyword related, low search keyword. They don't have questions like Ahref does, so but has good amount of keyword research. Backlinks Checker. Okay, the same thing here. And then the report builder. Okay, so you could change your logo, create different design, or add. Okay, so you could add different types of reports here. So far, there's more on Page Checker. Just for the sake of different queries for a specific keyword. I don't know what this does. I guess we'll wait on that. So my take on SE ranking is based on Ahrefs or SEMrush because I think those two are the most dominant SEO tool out there. And if you want to compare an all-in-one solution versus just a technical or keywords ranking tool, I think it will be a good option. Simply because initially the cost for your individual site or for an SEO agency, I think can't be compared. So if you look at a $23.40 value in comparison to $99 for one or five projects, same thing here, 10 websites, and SEMrush is $99. I think is a far better tool, cost effective tool in comparison to Ahrefs and SEMrush. As far as the tool goes with competitive research, it's not uh, a full-on Ahrefs tool that a lot of people might be used to if you have used Ahrefs before. And I'll do a full review on Ahrefs as well. Um, but you do have a good amount of value in the keyword research and competitive research as well for this one. Backlinks Checker, I think, is really good tool as well. Let me double check here. So let me just sign in real quick. Let's do a comparison. So you have the authority score for SEMrush, organic traffic, backlinks, display advertising, traffic trends, keywords trends, topic, etc. It's similar to SE ranking here: organic traffic, traffic trends, total traffic, keywords, traffic cost. Let's see if I get a full detailed report. Position growth, difficulty, same here. So if you want to compare an analysis tool, I think this will be a good option. As far as auditing goes, I think SU ranking has a better tool in comparison to um, Ahrefs or SEM Rush. Here is kind of not user friendly. View effective URLs. This is a far more user friendly tool, and then the comparison model, I think, for me, works the best. And for if you do export, let's say the whole audit. So if I click on crawled pages, I am not sure if I could download. No, this one you have to download individual issues versus SE ranking. You could export the whole thing. And this is what I use personally for my SEO auditing tool to kind of try to map out what the issues are. And if I fixed it or not, I could use Google Spreadsheet. I always go go back to Google Spreadsheet because there's no tool where I'm able to say yes or no, or uh, kind of tune it to my own individual needs. So let's say I am going to go through all the title tags um, and then type in new title, and then I'm going to optimize where I feel like this one. I'm going to make sure to remove number one here. And then what I could do is I could create a checkbox here saying that it's done, or I could actually click on date to okay. So here I could say I've made the change to the new title on that date, right? So now I could create a new title here. I've made the changes at this date. And then I could also import my Google Search Console. So I could do a lot of customization using this report in comparison to downloading individual issues here and then trying to compile all of that. Whereas SE ranking, all the crawl pages with a lot of these stuff like H1s or word counts. So if I see a performance issue for a specific page and I see that the word count is very low, and then I compare that to my competitors. So if I look at a specific keyword on my SERP competitor, here, and then I go into identify the word count for this article. So word count is 1400, and then I go through this list and I get an average of the amount of word count for this specific keyword. And then I look over here and I only have 694. Obviously, I could re-optimize this content so that I could be in line with all of these top competing articles for the specific keyword. And then what I could do here is, again, new word count, and then I could create my own auditing tool using the spreadsheet. But I'm only able to do it because SE Ranking has this crawled pages feature, and I think uh, just by having this feature alone makes it a worthwhile paying $53.40 in comparison to an Ahrefs or SEM Rush auditing tool. You could use Screaming Frog, but it doesn't give you as much as this as well. And then it doesn't give you a full report that summarize all of these. You still have to download, like similar to Ahrefs, individual cases as well. As far as an individual uh, owner of a website who wants to do local business or just your page, this is also a great tool. The marketing plan list is also a great checklist here, so that you could go through each of these steps so that you could get a better understanding of how to do SEO. If you don't know, or if you have some ideas, you might miss some opportunities. So you'll be able to go through this checklist, and then you could uh, do a create checklist here and mark these off. And then you have business listing that you are able to do, or you could copy this and then tell assistant or hire someone to do and create these listings as well. Backlink Monitor, I think, is a great tool here. Let me go through this. In comparison, again, to Ahrefs, they have a little bit more data as far as individual links go. Let's see if we could do a little bit more. Here's active. Let's see. Okay, so now we have, yeah, they have same here. The anchor text, um, domain trust, page trust, Alexa, first scene, last scene. The only thing is keywords, the amount of keywords that they have. Not much of a difference. But yeah, uh, I think this is a great tool for anyone to start SEO. It's very user friendly in comparison to Ahrefs or SEMrush. SEMrush, you do have a lot of these tools, but it's all individual basis. Um, Yeah. So, what do you guys think about SE ranking? Do you have any questions? Feel free to leave a comment below. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I'm gonna create a lot of these software walkthroughs and reviews, and all the tools that I've used, and also in the future, if a lot of these companies do let me review their software, I'll be able to do it and give my opinion on how, if it's usable or if it's not, and things like that. This is my own opinion, and I want to kind of share with all the tools that you'll be able to use for your SEO needs, or your affiliate website or YouTube and things like that. So until next time, see ya.